Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm back. It's been a while. So hopefully the intent is I'm back for good. However, we're going to see how that goes because I've tried to come back from this hiatus before and it did not work out. Mostly because I've been really struggling with the time commitment of doing a YouTube channel when I have a really busy life in general, but a stressful job too. For those of you that don't know, I work at an elementary school and I love, love, love my job, but it is emotionally draining, physically draining. It is just something else. So trying to do anything that has a huge time commitment has been really hard. But I really do miss talking about my books and just what I've been doing in my life. And so the intent has always been to come back. I just could never figure out how to make it work with my time constraints, but I think I've got it figured out. And things are definitely going to be designed with that in mind, that I need to have less of a time commitment to this channel to make it work. So what is it going to look like? I'm really looking at doing just a couple types of videos. One is more of a check-in kind of video, which is what have I been filling my time with, which will mostly be about books and reading, but not all the time because I don't even read every single week. Like there are weeks that go by that I don't read a single word other than like emails, which is not exciting. But it'll be, what am I filling my time with? And then I can talk about these other things that I do find very interesting. Again, it'll primarily be books because I am a reader first and foremost, but there may be other things in there that I talk about as well. I'm going to try to keep that video relatively short. I need to, partially just because film time, like the shorter videos mean I'm filming for less time, I'm editing for less time, even though I don't edit too much. Upload, export, all of that just takes significantly less time for shorter videos. So that's what I'm going to try to do. And then the other video that I'm looking at is potentially standalone reviews in the style that I did for TikTok, which I'm not doing TikTok videos right now because I really haven't been on TikTok. It's been a whole thing. Not even a very exciting thing. I just found it really boring after a while, so I stopped going on TikTok at all. So then I stopped doing videos for TikTok. It's whatever. But I really like that style of video. And it was really just standalone reviews, 2 to 3 minutes long, voiceover style. And I might try to do that here too, because I think that that's something that I would like to see more of and other people doing. Really short, but hopefully good reviews of the books that they're reading. So I don't have to go into their wrap up all the time to find out the review of the one book that I care about. So that's a thought. And those are like the two video ideas I've kind of been toying with. And those are the most likely you'll see on my channel. I don't know that I'm going to stick to a particular schedule. We'll see how it goes. I would like to do check-ins every week, but I also don't want to like put that pressure on myself to do it every week if I can't make it work. So we'll see. And that's kind of the plans for right now. Again, we'll see how this works. Again, hopefully the little changes will make it work. But I figured since it's the first time, I would do a little bit of a check-in. So I am in the middle of 3 books. So right now I'm kind of working my way through Lightspeed magazine, People of Color Destroy Science Fiction special issue. This is a bunch of just science fiction short stories written by people of color. And I'm finding more and more that I just don't like short stories. And it's not even that I don't like them. I actually do like short stories. When I read them, I'm just not drawn to reading them. So I have this one. I have some fantasy ones as well. And after I read those, I probably won't pick up any more short story anthologies unless I'm really, really drawn to it, because this is making me realize that this is not my format. I still want to get through this, so I'm going to continue to chip away at it. And we'll see how it goes. I'm also in the middle of Leviathan Wakes by James S. A. Corey. This is a reread for me. It's epic science fiction. I'm rereading it so that I want to reread the first 3 books because I have the 4th book up on my TBR shelf, but I don't remember enough about these first 3, so I wanted to reread them to remind myself. It was really slow going until I just recently switched over to the audiobook, and that is going so much better because I don't really need a close read. I just need a reminder of what happened. And so I can listen to the audiobook, do other things, and get that reminder that I need. And it's been going a lot better because I don't think I realized how slow this, like what a slow pace this book is, and it's killing me just a little bit on the inside. So reading it as an audiobook is going much, much better for me. And then the last thing I'm in the middle of is Monarchs of the Sea, The Extraordinary 500 Million Year History of Cephalopods by Dana Staff. This is a nonfiction book about cephalopods, so octopus, squid, nautiloids, that kind of thing. I think I'm like 70 pages in out of about 200. It's interesting. I like nonfiction books. This one is really great in that it definitely is scientific. It's got all its citations. It's doing all the things. But the voice of it is so much more accessible than nonfiction books usually are. So I'm really enjoying this. It's definitely a little bit niche, but I like it. And then the only other thing that I've really been spending my time on this week is I got back into Animal Crossing. So it's been a really long time since I picked up Animal Crossing, but I did so this week. And one of my villagers helpfully informed me that it's been a year and 2 months since I last went to my island. So that's a thing. But I picked it up because I thought it might be a really good accompaniment to my audiobook. However, before I had put down Animal Crossing like a year ago, I had reset my island, and so I'm back to all like the beginning stages things. And so all these people are talking to me constantly. So it's not a great audiobook accompaniment, but I think it could be in the future. And I still like Animal Crossing. So I think I'm going to continue to play it just to kind of hopefully get past some of those parts. And especially to get the clothing store because like I really like to buy the clothes. But that's been good as well. I've been enjoying getting back into that. And so what I'm looking at and thinking about for next week, which I'm not going to make goals because it really is going to depend on like physical, mental, emotional state that I'm in next week. But the things that are on my mind is that I would like to continue to chip away at all the library books that I've picked up. I currently have 8 out that I haven't tried. And like these are books that I'm not even sure are going to work for me. So I kind of want to read like the first chapter or 2 and figure out if it's something I'm even interested in. I would like to get back to reading my physical TBR because I made a goal for myself to try to, by the end of June, finish all of my physical TBR books, get down to TBR 0, which is not as rough of a goal as some of you might think because when I made this goal, I only had 19 books on my physical TBR. I don't keep a ton of books on my physical TBR. But I've kind of stalled out, and I would like to get back to doing that. I would like to continue on with Animal Crossing because I do want to get past those beginning stages. It would be really good. I've been thinking about potentially going back to YouTube and like watching a bunch of stuff because my watch later list has gotten a little bit large for my personal taste. I just haven't been watching it, so I might try to watch those videos and pull down my list of watch later. And the only other thing that I'm thinking about is I would pretty soon, maybe this week, like to try to get back into learning my tarot. So I said, that's another thing. I set a goal for myself for this year to try really hard to learn all of the tarot cards this year. And I've just been going suit by suit. And this is another thing where I kind of stalled out. This one is because like the first suit I did was wands and it was super interesting. I really liked that suit. And then I switched to cups and I don't like cups. I do not like this suit. I find it really boring. So I've kind of stalled out. But I also realized that like I would like to finish this suit and then I can just move on. So I need to push through. So hopefully I can get back to that and kind of start that pushing through process. I only have 5 cards left to learn for this suit, so it really wouldn't even be that big of a deal. Maybe I can start it this week. So those are the things that I'm thinking about. I'm hoping to get to. I may or may not get to any of those things. We'll just have to see how it goes. But that is it. That's all I have for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to stick around, hit the subscribe button. And until next time, have happy reading, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.